Quick question. What's the difference between SSDI and SSI? You don't really know, do you? But that's okay. Because in this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between SSDI and SSI. If you're ready for this, let's get it started. If you don't know the difference between SSDI and SSI, don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up because it ain't that serious. As a matter of fact, most people in our country probably don't know the difference either. They walk into their local Social Security office thinking that they're going to apply for one type of disability and end up with a whole different type of disability. That can create a lot of confusion and frustration, which is why I wanted to clear it up in this video so you can know the difference, because there is a difference. Here's a little history. I won't take too long. In 1935, President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed what is called the Social Security Act. It was amended in 1965 by President Lyndon B. Johnson to add some other titles or parts of the law to what was already existing. There are two different titles or two different sections of the Social Security Act that pertain to disability. The first one is Title II under the Social Security Act, and this is dealing with Social Security disability insurance. These benefits are for people who work and pay into the system, so to speak, contribute to the Social Security Trust Fund, and they're earning work credits or quarters of coverage to make them eligible to apply for Social Security disability. The second one is Title 16 under the Social Security Act. This title or this type of a disability benefit is for people who have limited income and resources. So in order to be eligible for SSI, you need to stay under a certain threshold or limit of income and resources. Now, to break it down in a way that you can process it, I compared the process of applying for disability with Social Security like traveling on two different kinds of freeways. The difference in the freeways is the number of lanes. This is what I mean by that. SSI is like a 4-lane highway, not including the POV or toll lane. One type of SSI benefit is for people who are aged 65 and older. Another one is for people who are disabled and also blind. It's called multi-category blindness. There's another lane for disabled children. So children under the age of 18 can be eligible for disability under SSI. Then there's another lane for people who have limited income and resources, or maybe a specific project under SSI, such as a homeless project. What is true is that you can drive in multiple lanes at once under SSI. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but actually it actually is true. You can be disabled, aged, and blind all at the same time and be eligible for SSI. But the thing is, you need to stay under a certain limit of income and resources. If you go over that limit, then you will not be eligible for SSI. Now, SSI stands for Supplemental Security Income. Supplemental meaning that it supplements any other kind of benefit that you may have, maybe through the state or maybe even the federal government. So it's supplemental. It's not the same as an SSDI benefit because it's only there to supplement what you may already be getting in terms of income and resources. On the other hand, SSDI is like a 1-lane highway. There's usually is just one lane that you can drive in, and that's for your own record. Now, there are disabled widows benefits where you can apply under your deceased partner's benefit if you are a widow or widower. Then there's also what's called childhood disability benefit or disabled adult child. So you can apply for disability on your deceased parent or retired parent's record, provided that you are single and that your disability began before age 22. And I'm speaking in general terms here. But it's really focused on your record or someone else's record. There are some rare occasions where a person may be able to apply for disability insurance on their own record and maybe on their deceased partner's record, but those are few and far between. Usually you're just driving in one lane. So for SSDI, you're getting a pre-tax deduction on your paycheck that goes into what's called the Social Security Trust Fund through FICA, the Federal Income Contributions Act. And that fund is where people who are applying for disability get paid from. So your payroll deduction for Social Security is not going to your own separate little account that you can go into once you get disabled and say, hey, I paid into Social Security disability and I got this stuff saved up for me, so I'm gonna get what's coming to me. That's not how it works, baby. It goes into a trust fund, and out of the trust fund, people get paid out of the trust fund. So you're contributing to the fund, and hopefully when you are found disabled, you will get benefits out of that entire trust fund, not your own little SSDI account. I should add that you can apply for SSDI and SSI at the same time. It's what's called a concurrent claim. So you can be eligible for SSDI because you've worked enough credits to be eligible. And you also may be limited in income and resources at the same time. So you may be able to be eligible for both, apply for both, have that case worked as one claim at the DDS, and then get two separate decisions. And usually those decisions are going to kind of be side by side, but that's not always true. Sometimes you're denied on one and approved on the other. It does happen, but just know that you can apply for both at the same time if you are eligible for both. Now, of course, Social Security has a lot of helpful information on helping you understand the difference between the two. I put a link in the description that will take you to Social Security's page on the difference between SSDI and SSI. And that will do it for the difference between SSDI and SSI. Hopefully that has been enlightening for you so you can understand the difference and you can be on the side of people who know instead of people who don't know. Now don't start bragging because you know now. Just know the difference and then let everybody know. Actually spread the word to other people so they know the difference as well. All right, I got more videos as usual. Don't leave me hanging because I'm going to see you on the other side.